Who are you to doubt El Dandy?
It is undoubtedly the greatest night in the history of our sport. See, I did there because the tournament and the undoubted. You can't.
Yeah.
Gentlemen!
Hello!
Hello! Good to have everyone here checking out the Copa El Dandy. It is a huge, huge night here on IRM. I'm Bryan, as always. We've got a cast of characters joining us.
I prefer cavalcade, actually.
A cavalcade. You know that Cade was his last name?
Huh.
Cavalcade.
That's really unfortunate. Yeah. I really want that jacket El Dandy has on, though.
Oh my god, that is a WCW denim jacket.
Yes. And he looks like he's just very downtrodden or just thinking about the old times.
And you know, Canadian tuxedo.
I can tell you one thing. At least he didn't manage to ruin the jacket by cutting the sleeves off of it.
That's true. Did you know that? Hey. Did you know that America is Mexico's Canada?
Whoa.
Yes, and as Blinky is pointing out that for those who don't hablo español, Copa El Dandy is Spanish for the Copa the Dandy. I I think I butchered that, but whatever. So, what you are looking at right now, you are seeing, in fact, the game in the background. Don't pay no mind to that. Don't you worry about that. In fact, that reminded me that I need to, in fact, put the sound back up on it. We'll drop it out just for now.
Yeah.
Because we'll get to it. Because what's going to happen is we have... Okay, there we go. Good. The hashtag is still in view. What we're looking at right now is the live draw. The live draw of the Copa El Dandy. We're going to draw the bracket for you right now, live on stream. We don't know. I didn't set the bracket. We're going to do it. We're going to learn it together.
This is completely random.
Completely random. In fact, just to prove this isn't even completely, this hasn't been done beforehand, someone in the chat give me a color. Someone in the chat give me a color. I want someone in the chat to give me... I saw Hitman R put orange. There you see the word orange. I want someone to give me a sports team. Any sports team.
Ironically, someone's going to now say the Browns.
Someone's actually said shit Brown.
Packers, Browns, Mets.
The
Packers,
Syracuse orange.
Browns, Mets. There we go. Cool. So hopefully this is proving that this is a live thing. This isn't even something that's been redone. This is completely live. This is an actual thing.
You haven't given out the trademark call when you ask if something is being done live.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
So
and just to prove how live we are, those boys up north are putting on a hell of a show. The Lucha Dragons and Neville are going to beat the Stardust and Ascension team.
No, you're supposed to say the boys up north are having their own tournament, and guess what? Tiger Ali Singh's going to win it. That's what you're supposed to say. Come on.
Burn.
Come on. Oh, hold on. Crap. Hold on. I don't have the thing up. Yeah, that's right. Shoot week. It's underneath the thing. Oh, well, whatever. I put the spreadsheet up on top for a reason. Okay. So.
Fuck it.
We're going live. So what's happening is right now, we're going to draw the bracket. It is a 32-man single elimination tournament. We're going to get through probably most of the first round tonight. We'll see. The 6 weeks that it's going to take are 6 weeks in the game calendar, with the tournament final happening at World War III.
Dang.
And it is going to be the winner of this will get a shot at the television title. I can tell you right now, if Bobby Eaton wins both the television title and the WCW title, then the winner of this tournament will get the television title. It won't even be for a shot.
Okay.
Because we can't have double champion acknowledged, but gotta relinquish the belt.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and go with this, and we're gonna stop after each set of 8 and kind of talk about the bracket for a second. Then we're gonna get right into it. So you see, there are all of our competitors: Alex Wright, Cyclope, Damien, Disco Inferno, Ice Train, Jerry Flynn, Jim Jowers, Johnny B. Bad, Kenny Chaos, La Parka, Malibu Mang, Marcus Bagwell, Mr. JL, Norman Smiley, Pisces, Psychosis, Roadblock, Scott Norton, Shannon Moore, Steve Mongo McMichael, Steven Regal, The Cure, Prince Iakea, The Maestro, The 3-Count Demon, Tribute Mortis, Viano 4, Viano 5, VK Wall Street, Horseshoe, Wrath, The Zodiac, and Scotty Riggs.
The
30-second entry, Scotty Riggs. All right, here we go. Let's get things going. We're ready to spin that wheel and make the... No, not we're doing that shit. Let's just click the button and see what happens. Our first entry into the Copa El Dandy. The first match you will see, Scotty Riggs!
Yeah!
Scotty Riggs! Woo! He needs an opponent.
I swear to God, if it's Roadblock.
Scotty Riggs' opponent will be... Steve Mongo McMichael!
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Let's go to the next one. You have Jerry Flynn.
Ooh.
I really hope he's taking on Mr. JL.
We'll see who he is taking on in just a moment. Jerry Flynn, the man with the homeschooled feet, taking on Wrath.
Oh!
Look at that. That is a G1 900 rematch. And, of course, Mongo and Riggs. That's three of the 4 members of that little quadrant, that little block, were all G1 900 in the same block.
God.
Viano 5. needs an opponent. Viano 5.
Please be Viano 4.
That is basically Duke and Greensboro. You're right. Kenny Chaos.
Ah, damn.
All right, let's round out the first quadrant. VK Wall Street will take on the Maestro, the Jizz Drinker
God.
himself of the Sex Dungeon of Doom. So, guys, this is a pretty big first quarter of the bracket. We got Scotty Riggs, Steve Mongo McMichael, Jerry Flynn, and Wrath. Easily the match to watch for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
If I had to just kind of get an off the cuff, your guys' thoughts, who comes out of this group of 8?
I am putting my money on the sleeper, the Maestro.
Maestro.
I think the Maestro has the easiest route to the finals, and whoever's in the top bracket is going to have the 2 toughest matches, and he's going to have the easier matches. So Maestro's my pick.
Yeah, not a good draw for Scotty Riggs, really. He's got Mongo, who had a really good showing in the G1 900, and then he's got to take on either Jerry Flynn or Wrath, who have just both been lighting things up. So, anyone else want to put in a guess for who comes out of this quadrant? Who's one of the who makes the final 4 out of this 8?
I think if Jerry Flynn manages to somehow beat Wrath and get his win back from the G1 900, there's nobody stopping Jerry Flynn if that happens.
Beating Wrath, if you're beating Wrath, I think everything going forward is really just is not as hard. Is like that's like his toughest opponent might be in the first round.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, but Jerry Flynn has something to prove.
Blake, you have any thoughts?
For all the reasons that it looks like Scotty Riggs may have the toughest time in this first bracket, I think he's going to pull it off.
Right.
He's got something to prove tonight.
I like it.
My money's on Scotty Riggs.
I like it. He's got a tough draw, but if he can make it out of those first two matches, he might be doing it right.
Exactly, because think about who's left, because arguably those are the toughest.
It's very top heavy.
Exactly.
This group is very top heavy in that one. Although people are saying in the chat, don't sleep on the on VK Wall Street either. All right, let's move over to the second group, and of course this is just going to be like straight down. So the one who comes out of Group 1 will face the one who comes out of Group 2. Let's start things off with La Parka.
Ooh,
Spooky dancing skeleton. It is Halloween.
Dancing Skeleton takes on Mr. JL. There's the cool dad.
Man. The entire match, he's just going to think it's his kid in a scary Halloween costume.
It's Halloween. All right, the Cure Prince Iakea is the next one. He will take on...
Come on, the Zoe.
Norman Smiley, the hardcore screaming warrior. Hardcore warrior. And of course, the entire bracket will be up on our Wikia, IRMstream.wikia.com. So you can kind of keep track of what's going on here. We'll recap everything afterwards. Next one to be drawn, Roadblock. Roadblock's opponent. Blake, are you ready? Tell me to push the button.
Push the button.
Roadblock's first round opponent, the Zodiac. All right, so we have Roadblock versus the Zodiac. And to finish things off in Block 2, Jim Jowers.
Oh, man.
We could have a second round Jowers versus Roadblock, but who does Jim Jowers need to get past in the first round? Ice Train.
Oh, man.
The white Scott Norton himself. Ice Train. So,
Wait, Black Scott Norton.
Oh, Black Scott Norton, yeah, sorry.
White
Scott Norton is Scott Norton.
He's got reverse vitiligo.
Oh, no.
All right, gentlemen, another loaded block. Who comes out of this one? I'm going to ask Blake first.
I'm worried about this one, so I'm gonna have to go with, since it is Halloween, officially today.
Yes.
I've got to go with La Parka.
La Parka, says Blake. Kyle, you have a guess on this one?
I mean, anyone who's known me for years has known my unabashed love for Roadblock. However, I am going to go against my gut and go with the fan favorite, the man who's got everyone behind him, Jim Jowers.
The Jeeples champion himself, Jim Jowers.
He's gonna be the GB champion.
Lot of Jim Jowers love in the chat. Laparka's getting some love. I think Slip was saying that he thinks Laparka's going to go all the way. He's going to come out relatively unscathed.
White Scott Norton also getting a lot of love.
A lot of love for White Scott. Well, for Black Scott Norton. White Scott Norton's still yet to be drawn, so why don't we go over ahead and go to group number 3.
Well,
and this is the lower half of the bracket. Yeah.
Brian, you are staying impartial. You are not giving picks, correct?
No. I've got to maintain. I think after it's all drawn, we'll go over it, and I'll kind of I'll weigh in there as well. But I want to kind of just get things moving. Our next name drawn, Viano 4 needs an opponent. Viano 4 takes on Pisces of the signs of the zodiac.
Ooh, that's an interesting.
And you gotta see a lot of our factions, a lot of our groups, very well distributed. No one faction with too many members. They kind of all had to pick and choose who would represent them. Not all the members of everything. Malibu Meng is in the next matchup. Malibu Meng needs an opponent, and that opponent is Tribute Mortis.
Oh, dude.
And that is a big first round match. Malibu Meng versus Tribute Mortis. Look at the other half of this group. A real Lord's Lord, Steven Regal. Love that, by the way.
That's great.
Going to take on Cyclope, the Lucha Lawyer. El Abogado himself, Cyclope. Yes, by the way, someone's asking about Hollywood Barbarian. Yes, he is still hurt. P. Enos got hurt at the G1 900 finals. So he was not able to participate as well. There was one other injury we had. I can't remember who it was. Oh, Van Hammer also injured.
I was wondering what happened to Van Hammer.
Van Hammer also was injured on a recent stream. I think the last stream he was injured. Plus, the singles champions, aside from the hardcore weight champions, since that changes every week, the singles champions were not eligible as well. So everyone else was pretty much up for grabs, and it was a selection process to finish up this group. Horseshoe! That is becoming a huge little group of 4. Horseshoe versus Psychosis. Again, not Hypnosis, but Psychosis. All right, gentlemen. Who comes out of this? Who comes out of block 3?
Blake, you want to go first, or you want me to take first?
It's been a while since I've seen Tribute Mortis. He's been I don't know. This is a tough one to call.
Seems like the easier of the two halves of this group is Malibu Meng, Tribute Mortis, Pisces, and Viano 4. But I mean, at this point, there's nothing easy in any of this.
No, I can't pick a winner. I can pick a final for sure. I think it's going to be Meng versus Horseshoe, but I really can't pick a winner. This one's just too. Fuck it, I'm going Horseshoe. Horseshoe all the way.
I likes Horseshoe. Shall we go ahead and draw the rest of it? We got 8. We now know who the final block, who's going to be in the final block. We just don't know the matches yet. We got Alex Wright, Damien the Disco Inferno, Johnny B. Bad, Marcus the Things Bagwell, Scott Norton, Shannon Moore, and the 3-Count Demon.
We're very close to having Disco Inferno versus Alex Wright.
We certainly are. It's so close. The 3-Count Demon is the first one drawn. His opponent.
Come on.
Alex Wright.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Kind Alex Wright. Let's see who our next one is going to be. Shannon Moore, the Cultivating Mass, the new, the young boy of Bobby Eaton and the Snack Pack. He's the only representative of that faction. He takes on Damien, the man without a lawyer's license, looking to kind of make some moves here in the tournament. The other half of that bracket, Marcus the Things Bagwell will face off with Scott Norton.
Ooh.
That's going to be a big matchup. And, of course, just to kind of prove that everything's going all right here, Johnny B. Bad, his opponent is, in fact,
the Disco
Inferno. And there you have it. So let's go ahead and recap, and let's get some predictions from everybody here. Block 1, we're seeing Scotty Riggs versus Steve Mungo McMichael. Jerry Flynn versus Wrath. Viano 5 versus Kenny Chaos. VK Wall Street versus the Maestro. Gentlemen, all three, you got Ben Gordon's back with us. Who do you guys like? Just give me one name. Who do you guys like coming out of this one? Kyle.
I'm still going Maestro.
Okay, Maestro. Blake.
Maestro.
Maestro for
Oh.
Blake. Ben Gordon.
I want to say Jerry Flynn, but I'm going to be a pussy and go the safe route and say Wrath.
Wrath for Ben Gordon. That's interesting picks for Maestro, getting a lot of love in that one. I guess with that top bracket, that might be tough to make your way out of. Look over to the group 2. La Parka versus Mr. JL. The Cure, Prince Ikea versus Norman Smiley. Roadblock versus the Zodiac. Jim Jowers versus Ice Train. Kyle Rieger.
I'm not going to betray my original choice. I'm Jim Jowers all the way.
Jowers for him. Blake.
Skeleton Man.
La Parka says Blake. Ben.
Jowers.
Jowers says him. This is because of course afterwards we're going to go ahead and ask for your final 4 predictions. Go over to block 3. Viano 4 versus Pisces. Malibu Mang versus Tribute Mortis. Real Lord's Lord Steven Regal versus the Lucha Lawyer Cyclope. And Horseshoe versus Psychosis Kyle.
Okay, I'm thinking about this more and more.
Yep.
I'm changing to Ming. I'm going Ming all the way.
Malibu Mang. Blake.
You know what? Regal.
He's picking an outsider. Regal going to beat Cyclope, take on Horseshoe and Psychosis, and win the whole block. Ben.
I am going to go with the big fat dark horse and go with Pisces.
Pisces.
Oh, nice.
Okay, all right, and we'll look at the final block. 3-count Demon versus Alex Wright. Shannon Moore versus Damian. Marcus Bagwell versus Scott Norton. Johnny B. Bad versus Disco Inferno. Kyle.
I have to go with the one person in this block who really has a lot to prove, and that is Damian.
Damian. Okay, Blake.
I really want Disco to. I'm not gonna lie. I really want Disco to win this one.
Taking Disco on that one. Ben Gordon.
3 words, White Ice Train.
Scott Norton. Okay, so now we have our final 4 picks. So I'm going to go ahead and remind each of you of who you picked as a final 4, and I want to know what your final is and who wins it. So Kyle, your final 4 is the Maestro versus Jim Jowers and Malibu Meng versus Damian. What's the final and who wins?
I'm going with the 2 fan favorites in the final. I am going Jim Jowers versus Damian, and I'm going to be honest. I have to go with Jim Jowers.
Jim
winning
Jowers
the whole
over
thing.
Damian in the finals. Blake, you have Maestro versus La Parka and Regal versus Disco. What's your final and who wins it?
Skeleton Man.
Skeleton
Doesn't
Man.
matter what the finals is.
He's just going to win the whole thing.
He's gonna win the whole damn thing.
All right, and Ben, you have Wrath versus Jowers and Pisces versus Scott Norton. What's your final and who wins?
Ooh, fuck. I think the final is going to have to be Norton versus Wrath, and continuing his dominance. I could really go either way with that one. It's a real crapshoot, and
Wrath versus
fuck
Norton.
it, fuck it, Scott Norton.
Scott Norton over Wrath. I like it. I think National Torn Quad has Wrath over Scott Norton in the finals. La Parka versus Meng in the finals. With La Parka winning it, says, "What hath science done?" I like that name. That's a great name. Wrath, Parka, Regal, and Bagwell, their final 4. Scotty Riggs, Black Scott Norton, that goes to the Disco Inferno. Black Scott Norton wins it. I think we've done enough talking. I think it's time to start the Copa El Dandy.
Yeah!
What do you guys think?
Time!
Should we